法律101。
朋友们，欢迎收听在今天的法律101，我是胡美健。为朋友们邀请的是在休斯顿高阶警官 Officer Sabota 参加我们的节目，欢迎朋友们收听。我们先欢迎 Officer 参加。Good morning, Officer. Welcome to join the show today.
Good morning, Pam, and thank you so much for the invitation to be on the show. I think we're all surviving or trying to survive the heat. It is so hot outside. So, but anyway, thank you for the invitation.Thank
you. And 在今天我们要和 Officer Sabota 呢有好几样不同的主题。我想我们一开始先从上一次，因为谈到了枪支的安全，这个 gun safety 怎么样子，你可以正确的 store 你的枪在你的车子里边所以 Officer Sabota 和 HPD 呢，这个休斯顿警务局提供赠送大家这个在车子里边的 safe box， 我们说这个储存枪的保险箱，我们也赠送给我们的听众了，也有一个小型的讲座，也谢谢所有参与的听众朋友。那么现场也有听众朋友提出了包括了这个 gun license 枪照的问题，也有朋友提出了其他的这个枪支相关的安全问题。那么有一位年轻的听众，年轻的朋友真的在整个现场里边这位年轻人提出的问题，我觉得是非常有意思也很重要的，就是呢带枪的时候，你什么时候可以show你的枪，你什么时候可以把你的枪拿出来，叫做正当防卫你可以用你的枪来吓阻别人对方对你的侵害，再怎么样子来拿捏这一个尺度我们在上一次的座谈当中就有一位年轻的朋友当场提出了这个问题，所以呢接下来呢我们就请 Officer Sabota 先就这个问题为大家做一个分析，好吗？Officer, we had a very success seminar last 2 weeks ago, and in the seminar one of our audience brought up a question regarding to when and how to determine it is right moment or right situation we can put out our gun and it's legally to use our gun. Can you explain this to our audience?
Thank you very much. That's a great question, and this is a great follow-up to our seminar that we gave. Okay, on the topic of a handgun, carrying a handgun and using a handgun, let me just say this much. It is very important that if you do buy a handgun and you plan on carrying it with you legally, it is a very big responsibility because you wouldn't give a pair of keys to a car to a young child and say, okay, we'll drive it. So anybody that buys a gun, let me just start over. People that want to buy a gun, they'll go to like a gun show or they'll go to a sporting goods place. And when you want to purchase in Texas a handgun, you must give them your driver's license, and they're going to run you on the state website for no criminal activity, no criminal record, and then you will, after you're cleared, you will get your gun. Now, once you get your gun, it's very important. Number one is training, because you know how to fire that handgun. And there's two different kind of guns. There's like a revolver, and there's also a semi-automatic that has like a clip which you load it. But just like anything else, you wouldn't jump in a race car and expect to drive to work every day in it, because it has features that you need to learn how to use it. Now, storing your gun is just as important as learning to use it, because you want to store it around children or put it in your car where people can break into your car and steal it. Now, let's get straight to the point. and this is a question that's asked many times to me, is when can I use my handgun? Now, the answer to that is according to the Texas state law, if you pull your weapon and you just say, you just can't pull your weapon if you're mad or maybe traffic or your neighbor's mad at you or family member's mad at you, you cannot pull your gun and threaten somebody and say, I'm going to shoot you if you don't agree with me, or maybe road rage. You cannot do that. Now, when can you pull your gun is the Texas state law says if your life or another person's life is in danger. In other words, if you think in your heart that somebody is breaking into your house and they're going to harm you and your family, you have a right, or they're going to kill you, you have a right to discharge your firearm and shoot somebody. Now, you know, some people say, well, can I just shoot somebody in the foot to warn them? No. Consider when you shoot somebody, be prepared. They could die and probably will die from a bullet if you shoot them.
OK， 好，朋友们，在这儿啊，刚才 Officer Sabota 呢特别为大家做的关于手枪，我们讲的是 handgun 啊 ，handgun 的这一个安全。你携带手枪，我们带在身上，放在车子里面，不管怎么样，或者放在家里头，储存在家里面，第一个就是要安全，安全是最重要的一个考量，而且呢，不要被歹人或者被小朋友被愤怒的还没有办法控制情绪怒气的青少年，在这种突如发生的这种事件当中拿来用，而造成不必要的这纠纷啊。那么用枪第一个呢，那当然就是跟开车一样，你先要接受训练，怎么样子使用枪，不是只是我的这一个把子弹放进去，把这一个开关打开蹦蹦蹦就可以了，还是需要经过这个正确的训练，才晓得如何正确使用枪，避免呢没有伤到别人，反而伤到自己啊。所以这是第一个。那么再来的话，什么时候你可以合法的用枪？在德州的法律，那就是当你或者他人的生命受到危及life and death， 这个当你自己或者是周遭人的生命受到危及的时候，才能够把枪拿出来使用，不能够说我跟他一言不合，气得我半死，他把我这个祖宗八代都被他给侮辱了，所以我这个不行，我要教训一下，枪拿出来不行，不能够在马路上开车。另外一个毫无驾驶礼貌的粗鲁驾驶，又切又猛又撞的在下了车后跟你有碰撞，还出来对你恶言相向。火大了，我把枪拿出来挥一挥，告诉你，你要是再跟我这样子下去，你小心我一枪崩你，不行拿出来示威都不可以，也不能够说我就拿这个枪打他的脚底下，我又没有杀他，我没有对着他打，我打他的脚底下，就像电影上面常常就这个样子吓他也不行因为呢，只要你使用枪，那么在外界在法律上就认为他可能有很大的可能会有生命方面的损失，会有生命方面的隐忧，所以呢，这个枪在什么时候你可以合法的使用，拿出来使用，只有在你自己的生命或者你旁边人的周遭人的生命受到危急的时候，像歹徒破窗而入，或者是闯入你的家里边，对你的生命，对你的家人，在这个时候已经受到了威胁，那个时候是的，你可以拿枪出来。Okay, officer, I think this is our first topic, and thank you for the explanation to our audience. And we just talked about another topic today before the show started, and you mentioned about the stolen car, and right now it's busy. It's a busy season for the thief to get cars from others, and also for the second-hand used car, purchase those cars and be careful. We may purchase the one is from another driver but got stolen. Is that correct?
Correct. And let me begin by saying, if everybody remembers earlier or last year, in the last 2 years, one of the big topics on the news was the catalytic converter mufflers that were stolen from under people's cars because they're so valuable. Well, that crime of the catalytic converters has actually lowered because the price of that particular mineral that's in those catalytic converters has dropped down in price. So these criminals are not turning to stealing your catalytic converters under your car anymore because they're hard to sell and the price of that has gone down. So these criminals, they have different thoughts. Now they go and they will break into cars because they'll steal guns out of cars or valuables, and then they will steal your entire car now because it's profitable. They can sell it for parts or they could sell it to an individual. So we're going to talk about the top cars that were stolen, and let me just say this, in the year 2022, there were 18,000 vehicles stolen in Houston. That's right, 18,000 in Houston. That's 53 cars a day in Houston that were stolen.
哦，哇！朋友们，刚才听到这个Sabota 啊，这是 Officer Sabota 告诉大家啊，其实在现在，如果我们要做一个比较的话，事实上就是我们现在被盗窃的车辆可比以往要多很多，而且这些盗窃的车辆有的时候并不一定是整部车子就这样子卖出来了。事实上，他盗窃是做什么呢？他是把里面的 parts 里面的零件拆下来拆下来再转卖出去。而在目前，尤其是前阵子，我们可以想一想我们这个零件的确是缺零件，因为运输方面受到影响，那么零件要换要修都找不到，那么排着队在那边等。很多时候呢，这些车辆被偷窃了以后，这些零件就被歹徒或者被盗窃集团把它拆下来，然后零售。这个是批发零售，它不能叫批发，它只是整的进来，零的出去，一整部车子进来拆了以后，零的卖出去了，而它这个价位可比整部车子要出去还要高很多。所以而现在我们在市面上在现在整个在德州，在我们 Houston 来讲，车辆盗窃被盗窃失窃的情形非常的严重，也要提醒大家
Yes。Okay, now the typesetter cars that are stolen changes from year to year. So can anybody guess, can any listener guess what are the top vehicles that are stolen today? Can anybody guess?
有没有人可以知道，想想看现在被盗窃的排行榜，我们说有个 Billboard number 1 的是什么？第一个的第一名盗窃最多被盗窃失窃最多的车子是什么车？ Let me guess.
Hyundai?You are so correct. That is on the top 5 list, the Hyundais. Okay, number 1 is the Chevrolet or GMC pickup trucks.
Oh, pickup. Okay.
That's number 1. That's number 1 is those trucks, and they use those for different things. They'll take them south of the border and they'll sell them across the border, because if you go to countries south of Texas, they don't necessarily get titles. They just use them, and they use them to smuggle drugs and stuff like that, or people. So the big Chevrolet pickup trucks are the number 1. Now, the next is the Hyundais, not Honda, but Hyundai.
Hyundai from Korea.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, and also the Kia.
Oh, Kia. Okay.
And can you guess why the Hyundais and the Kias are so easy to steal? Can you guess?
Well, either they didn't have or they don't have good anti-theft.
Correct. You are
right?
100% right.
I feel so good today. I feel so
very good. Yes, they're very easy to steal. Matter of fact, if you go online and look up Kia boys, there's some criminals that brag about it on how to steal, how easy it is to steal the Kias and Hyundais. But what they do, they steal them. Now, why do you think that these? In addition, why do you think they steal these cars? In addition to selling them, why do you think?
Of course, that we just talked about the parts.
Yes, the parts. And in addition to parts is they steal these cars to go commit other crimes. They will steal these cars to go do robberies, to go steal major thefts, or to crash into a store that's closed at night. They will go in there because they don't care. It's not their car, it's stolen. And they will crash through take for instance, a major store to steal cigarettes or steal very, very valuable items, purses, clothing during the nighttime. Or to go rob somebody. They will go, these cars, and they'll go in parking lots, and they'll jump out, they'll snatch purses, or they will rob people. And then if you get the license plate, whether it's on video from the camera or either if somebody reports it, they will. So this is in addition that they will do robberies and parts and take them across the border.
OK， 在这里啊，刚才其实第一个排名第一 Billboard， 如果我们有这个 Billboard 的话，有这个排行榜的话，被偷窃最多的是 Pickup， 是这一种这个小卡车小货卡，像是 GMC 的小货卡，主要呢他们会拿到 border 到我们的跟墨西哥的边界或者到墨西哥这边呢去出售，或者在那边呢把它的 parts 拿下来了再拿回来。那么第二名的话，其实第二、第三名啊，都是韩国的车子，一个是 Hyundai， 一个是 Kia。最主要呢，是因为他们可能在防盗方面的这个设计啊不够严谨，所以歹徒呢比较容易窃取偷的这个撬开，就这样子打火就点着了就偷走了。那么歹徒用这些车子呢，大部分就是第二次作案，用他们来作案，像是抢劫这个商店，在晚上商店关门了，或者是夜晚的商店，他们去抢劫，或者呢他们也会抢劫其他的民众，或者呢他们当然了 parts 方面也是他们的考虑，但是呢最主要他们会把这两种车子大部分歹徒用来做抢劫二度抢劫二度犯案来使用。 Yes, officer.
Okay, now one may ask, well, if I have a Hyundai or a Kia or a pickup truck, what can I do? What can you do as a owner? And the answer is, now this is what I do, and I ask my family member and my friends, I'm asking all of you to do is, the best source is to prevent auto theft is go get you at a auto parts, a Walmart, one of these clubs. They make them. Club is just a brand name, but there's different other brand names. And you lock it on your steering wheel. It's like a bar, like a red bar. And some of them are yellow, and you key it. It has a key, and you lock it. Now, if a thief goes in a parking lot, and that's what they do, they window shop. They go in a parking lot and they look at the cars they want to steal. And guess what? If you got a Hyundai or a pickup truck or something that is desirable to steal, they may see 2 or 3 of them in a parking lot. And guess what? When they see one that has this club steering wheel lock on your steering wheel, they'll go to the next one that does not have one. So it's very important to put that and lock it and use it every time that you go out in public.
Did you mean steering wheel lock?
Yes, and there's one brand name, and I'm not advocating it. Just the one that I bought is called Club. The Club.
Okay,
and you buy it at auto parts, or you can buy it at Walmart, or any place that has this. And then there's other brand names that it doesn't matter. Because when a thief sees that, they're going to move to the next one that does not have it on there.
OK， 好，朋友们，最后啊，在 before we end 的这个今天的 interview， 我们的 program， 刚才 Officer Sabota 提醒大家，建议大家，如果你是开的是 pickup， 或者你的车子是 Kia， 或者是 Hyundai， 或者任何其他的车子，你要如何防范在歹徒窃取你的车子？那么其实你在 Walmart 就可以买得到，我们叫做方向盘锁啊，它是长长的，像一个钩子一样尖尖的，它会把你的方向盘给跟底下是锁在一块儿。那么你可以在 Walmart 买得到啊。那么一般的话，从22块开始，我现在在 Walmart 的网站上，那么也有比较这个品牌叫 Club。它也可以有的高达到78块，所以你可以自己去选择，自己去看，也有18块的啊，从也是叫做也是 Club 的这种18块一直到78块，你都可以自己选择。只要歹徒通常来讲看到你有这样子的方向盘锁，那么他大概就不会打你的车子的脑筋了，因为要费他太多的功夫了。他会走到你旁边的车辆，另外一部车去看，如果他要窃取车辆的话。所以这再一次的提醒大家，你可以到不论是 Walmart 或者其他的 Auto Parts、Auto 这样子的 store， 你都可以找得到这个方向盘的这一个这个锁。Okay, officer, well, time is up. Time flies too fast. And anyway, thank you for joining us today. And we are looking forward to talking to you soon in next month.
Yes, thank you very much. And everybody have a safe summer.
Thank you. 好，朋友们，今天的访问在这告一段落，谢谢大家的收听。休息一会儿，然后我们收听下边的节目。